Okay, in this episode, we're going to talk about number 31. So number 31, I have which expression is a factor of 21x squared plus 13x minus 20. This is a quadratic. I don't have any irrational answers, so I'm just going to quite simply, since my a value is not 1, I'm going to use slip and slide. So I'm going to move that over and rewrite my equation. So that becomes x squared plus 13x minus 420. And I'm just going to play with a couple of numbers that might go into 420. So 420 is divisible by 10. 10 times 42. And the higher one needs to be positive. This will need to be negative. 420 divided by 12, of course. Or 21. We know we have 20 and 21. Of course, that will equal 1. 420 minus 10 will give us 32. So none of those will give us the sum of our b. Remember, we're looking for the factors of our third term that will add up to our middle term. If I know that this is ending in 0, so that means I can try 25. Nope. I've tried 10. 10 times 42. So let's try 15. Oh, 15 works. So 15 times 28. And that's going to be negative 15. Well, 28 minus 15 does give me positive 13. So I know that my two factors are going to be negative 15 and positive 28. Don't forget to go back and divide by your a value, which is 21. So I'm going to divide both of these by 21. Now I need to simplify my factors. So 3 goes into 15 5 times, and 3 goes into 21 7 times. So that becomes 7x minus 5. And I know that 7 goes into 28. So 7 goes into 28 4 times, and 7 goes into 21 3 times. So then it becomes 3x plus 4. All right, so this one doesn't match because there's a minus and it needs to be plus. So that's not our answer choice. But B has our mix, 7x minus 5. So that is correct. Again, this would be as if you mixed your B's up. And same with D. So our only answer choice possible is 31. Is B. Number 32. What are the equation and slope of the line given? So we have a slope here. Remember, I'm going to remind you back. Remember Hoivux. Whoops. And I'm going to write the acronym here. So Hoivux. Horizontal. 0 slope. Y-axis or y equals. Undefined for you. That's V. That's a V, flex. So vertical, undefined. That means our slope is undefined. And that's going to be y-axis or x equals. So this is a vertical line, so that means that's going to be an x equals the number that this is going to go through, which is negative 6. So that is our answer choice, J. All right. I think that I'm going to go through the next problems in the next video. See you then. All right, hello. In this episode, we're going to talk about number 33. In the year 1900, the total number of metric tons of copper produced in the world was 495,000. And each year since 1900, the total metric tons of copper produced every year has increased on an average of 3.25% over the amount produced the previous year. Which model represents the total metric tons of copper produced in the year that has been X years since 1900s? Well, we're essentially talking about a exponential growth function. And our A, our initial value, is going to be 495,000. And remember, that's 1 plus the rate to the power of t, or years. Our rate here is given to us in 3.25. However, that needs to be changed to decimal form. So then that becomes, if I take 3.25 and divide that by 100, I have 2 zeros and 100. So that's going to be moved to the left. So my rate's actually going to be 0.0325, which gives me, and we're talking about years since 1900. So we're talking about increasing, okay? Increasing on average. So that's going to be 495,000. 1 plus 0.0325 becomes 1.0325 to the power of x, and that's the function. So our answer choice is going to be A. That's really that simple. All right, number 34, what is the solution to the equation given? So we're looking for the value of x. So we are just going to solve for x. I need to distribute. So this is going to be written as 34x plus 95 is equal to 3 times 14. Need my handy dandy calculator. 3 times 14 will give me 42x plus 3 times 9 will give me 27. I'm going to subtract 34x from both sides. And that's going to give me 95 is equal to 42 minus 34 will give me 8x plus 27. Subtract 27 from both sides. That's going to give me 95 minus 27, which will give me 68 is equal to 8x. 68 divided by 8 will give me 8.2, 8.5. So my answer is 8.5 is the value of x. Let's look at number 35. Okay, we have the linear functions f and g are shown. Which best represents the graph of g? Okay, so let's look at, this means that the f is our parent function. Okay, so I need to figure out what happened to my parent function. I know for a fact that my slope has changed. It has not just been a translation. If it had just been a translation, it would have been, my y-intercept would have changed, okay? My y-intercept has essentially stayed the same. Okay, so I'm going to eliminate A, and I'm going to eliminate C, because both of those, the only transformation they have there is a translation. The A translates 4 units down, C translates only 2 units. Okay, so I'm going to pick a point, and I'm going to look at and think about what is the change. Well, we can do a couple things here. We can look at our slope. Dang it. That was number, okay, we're back. So when I look at my slope here is, my original slope is 1. Okay, but now when I look at the slope here, and I need 2 perfect points, so my new slope is equal to 1 and then 1, 2, 3. So my new slope is 1/3. Now, let's think about this before, because we have 2 choices. We have 1/3, a coefficient of 1/3. That means our A is equal to 1/3 versus an A, which is equal to 3. Okay? A greater than, if our A is greater than 1, that means it's a vertical stretch. And if our A is less than 1, that is a vertical compression. Well, let's think about what happened. This point here was up here, and then it got pushed down vertically. My y values got smaller as it got pushed down to here. So it has to be B. Okay? not D. Number 36, which expression is equivalent to the factored form that we're given? We're just quite simply going to FOIL. So h times negative 4h is going to give me negative 4h cubed. Okay, h squared times 3 will give me plus 3h squared. Okay, that's going to give me 9 times negative 4, which is going to give me negative 4 times 9 will give me 36, so that's going to give me negative 36h squared. H times 9h times 3 will give me plus 9 times 3, gives me 27h. Then I have negative 1 times h, which gives me positive 4h, and then negative 3. So now I'm going to combine all my like terms. So I have 4h cubed minus 33h squared, which then that just eliminates g and h, and this 33h should be negative, so that tells me my answer choice F, so I don't even have to go further. I'm going to do number 37 in the next video, just so this doesn't get too long.